What's really ironic with this Make America Florida thing is that these anti-immigration policies are going to hurt Florida more than they're going to hurt any other state in the country. We have more immigrant labor than any other state in the country because of our hotel industry, our farming industry, our tourism industry. All of that runs largely on immigrant labor. And so the Florida economy, especially along the beach areas where a lot of these Republican voters who are wealthy live, are going to get absolutely devastated. It's F around find out time, and I'm not looking forward to it. As always, follow me to stay up to date with all Florida politics news and not just headlines, real analysis.
Are you disappointed Donald Trump isn't here?
I'm not surprised. He's a very busy man.
He knows what's best for him in the country, and I have full faith in Donald Trump.
Did you see Liz Truss?
Who?
Have you heard anything about Britain this weekend?
England's gone to Sharia law.
It hasn't.
You're being overrun by what they call Sharia law. And now what's happening is they slowly took over and they're taking over all.
That right there is panic talking louder than proof. She sounds certain, but certainty without evidence is how people get played. A lot of women fall for this too because fear makes them feel informed. Real move. If a claim is wild, pause and check who benefits from you believing it. Most propaganda works because it feels urgent, not because it's true.
Your government.
We don't have Sharia law in London. We genuinely don't in Britain.
Have you guys seen this story? The violent left strikes again. And this happened right here in Clearwater, Florida. A 72-year-old man wearing a MAGA hat was struck in the head by a woman who cops say admitted approached the victim and questioned why he would support Trump. The attacker in this case is Laura Garrett, 33, and she's been charged with battery on a person 65 or older. I mean, this is how crazy the blue-haired mob has become. They are now attacking senior citizens for expressing their constitutionally protected free speech. She allegedly hit the man on the back of the head/shoulder area with a can she was holding. Remember back in 2020, Donald Trump said that a lot of these protesters often walk around with soup cans. And then when they're questioned by police why they have a soup can, they literally say they have soup to feed their families. Don't believe me? Well, then check out this clip.
Yeah, well, I've been here all 4 nights. I'm just standing here today with soup for my family. And we're just, watching all of this unfold. It's very unfortunate.
You're not planning on using that, are you? Throwing it at the police?
Like I said, it's for my family.
Literally for...
Okay, have you guys seen this? They're making a $250 bill, and they're putting Trump's face on it? Like, what?
Don't listen to the Democrats. I promise you, not a single Republican is regretting voting for Donald Trump.
Whenever somebody says nobody regrets anything, that's usually code for, please don't look too closely. A lot of men would rather defend the tribe than admit the math is ugly. That's ego, not strength. Grown adults should be able to say, I backed this, it went left, now I'm adjusting. If your identity is welded to a political brand, every bad outcome feels personal, and that's exactly how people stay trapped in dumb decisions.
I've seen this weird rhetoric all over my For You page over the past couple of weeks because I think that a lot of you guys are starting to watch Candace Owens and her podcast recently. No, we don't. 100,000 fucking 52%. We do not regret voting for Donald Trump.
Au contraire, I've come across at least 50 videos in the past 20 minutes just looking briefly of people who regret voting for Trump and who regret MAGA. Candace Owens being the #1 culprit in this is hilarious to me, and this made my week, especially since tomorrow is Juneteenth. And I have to share it with you guys because they're now regretting it, and too little, too late.
I never thought that I would see a day where I would be rooting for a university above Donald J. Trump and his administration. But I don't recognize his administration right now. I don't recognize what's happening. How could Trump be such a free speech enthusiast and allowing these things to happen?
Stupid bitches get stitches. Y'all hoes better quit playing with me.
I'm Hispanic and I vote for Mr. Trump. We vote for Mr. Trump. Yes!
Beyond betrayed. They used us.
We as Muslims stand with President Trump because he promises peace. He promises peace, not war.
Wow. The pressure is getting worse.
You voted for Donald Trump. I did. Do you regret that vote? Yes, I do. If you could say anything to President Trump now, what would you say? I expected that you would do what was right doing that. You're creating a disaster, and I don't know what America's going to look like at this point.
They took my wife. This man who wished not to be identified says his wife is from Venezuela and has lived in...
This is the part a lot of loud, tough men never think through. They support blunt force policy because they imagine it only lands on strangers. Then real life gets involved. Wife, parent, cousin, neighbor. Suddenly they want exceptions, but systems built on punishment don't pause for your personal sob story. That's why you read enforcement, not just slogans. Who gets caught up? What mistakes happen? How easy is it to fix? Who has money for lawyers? Those questions matter way more than chest beating online, and too many people only discover that when it's already inside their house.
I regret my vote for Donald Trump. I regret it because I needed I needed the prices to go down sooner so that I didn't drain out my bank account.
Not clicking. What's not clicking? What's not clicking?
I lost all my customers overnight. I had a huge customer base in America, so 70% of my orders were going to either New York or LA or somewhere else in America. Not sure why, I've never done anything particularly targeted towards those areas, but it just happened that way. And then I woke up one day and Donald Trump had increased tariffs into America, and I lost everyone. I thought Brexit was bad enough. Working with brands in Europe is just a nightmare. It's so expensive, and basically all of my brands are based in Europe, so getting customer orders to go from Europe to the UK is so expensive. If I'm trying to get stock over for pop-ups, I have to pay a crazy amount in import duties, so my margins are just tiny. I'm spending my whole night crying about trade tariffs. So if you're a UK-based business, what are you doing about shipping to America?
Trump cannot get a fair trial in a 90+% Democrat city like New York City.
Where can Trump get a fair trial?
In the Midwest, in Ohio, in Florida.
He's on trial in Florida, he's on trial in Georgia. Will you accept the results of those trials?
No.
I don't care where his money comes from. I like him. I like what he's doing for America. It's about the man, the size of his heart, and what he's doing for America.
And he's not being controlled. He's the first president that has stood up and said, I am not following the deep state. I am making my own decisions.
I like how he's not corrupt, he's not a politician, he's doing the best for our country, and he puts America first.
I'm going to challenge that because that's my job a little bit on the corruption thing. He was just convicted in the court by a jury of 12 of our peers of felony. Does that give you any...
If nothing can change his mind, then his mind is not involved anymore. That's devotion. And a lot of political men mock everybody else as emotional while running on pure attachment themselves. Here's a clean test. Name one fact that would make you rethink your position. If you can't do that, you're not being principled, you're being led. And people who can't update always end up paying extra for their loyalty.
Pause at all in supporting him?
Not at all. Not at all. I support him fully, and I still believe that was corrupt as well. Did you feel the impeachment was a distraction?
Not at all. I don't think he's got skin that is about as thick as it gets.
Donald Trump is...
Yeah, thick skin. He's
thick skin. He gets mad if a celebrity makes fun of him on Twitter.
Well, it's good. I like his tweetings.
So I'm sure by now you guys have seen this viral video of a South Florida woman who regrets voting for Trump after her father was arrested by ICE. And the story goes that her father has 6 months to live. He has cancer. They're petitioning ICE to let him get out of the detention facility so he could spend the rest of his days with his family, rightfully so. But I have a lot of questions for Cynthia, the woman who allegedly regrets voting for Trump, because her story just simply doesn't add up. And here's why. If you take a look at Cynthia's TikTok, she has pronouns on her bio. She's 25 years old. Pronouns on your bio, already a red flag for me, but it actually gets a little bit more confusing. I was actually able to find Cynthia's voter registration, and I see that she's registered to the Democratic Party of Florida. Fine with me. She probably is a Democrat who voted for Trump. We know that that happened. But really, my questions for Cynthia is, being a 25-year-old U.S. citizen, how come you didn't petition for your father to become a permanent resident, green card holder, and then he could become a citizen? Is it because he has a criminal record? Is it because he wants to be illegal and get paid under the table and not pay taxes? I actually have a lot of questions. You have the ability to do that. This is once again a case of lack of accountability by immigrants who could have solved their immigration issues and not be deported.
This kind of talk always sounds simple because simplicity is the sales pitch. Just fix the paperwork, just do it right, just wait your turn. But real systems are messy, expensive, delayed, full of traps, and not everybody qualifies. The deeper problem is a lot of women love harsh answers because harsh feels strong, even when it's lazy. If you really care about law and order, learn the law before you start moralizing. Otherwise, you're not defending a system. You're defending your own comfort, and that comfort usually depends on not knowing much.
Don't be mad, her president won.
Get off the plantation! White people need to come off the plantation! Get off the plantation!
You be like that white man, Tom. You the N-word. You like that pinky man. Oh, good Lord. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
The tariffs are working. The tariffs are working.
If you're 50 years old and have a 401k, you've lost about $74,000 in the past 3 months. Does that feel like it's working?
No, I've lost more than that.
I made this shirt right after the mugshot came out because it's one of the most, important photos of all time.
Yeah. Why is it important?
I mean, it just shows you how corrupt the system is, that he could be, arrested and shown in front of everyone, like in this embarrassing manner on totally trumped up charges.
Do you feel that it would be government overreach to try and take or limit people's ability to have firearms?
I don't feel that way. It is that way. Yeah, it would be. The Second Amendment guarantees our right to keep and bear arms.
Would it be government overreach to enter someone's home, a U.S. citizen, without a search warrant?
Absolutely. Wouldn't you?
That's allowed to happen right now. Donald Trump has ordered that people ICE agents can enter homes without a warrant.
He has?
Yes.
I don't know.
Is that government overreach?
Your government overreach.
What are your thoughts on the deportations that have happened so far?
Well, I like to call them homecomings because you came to our country, we paid for it, we put you up, we fed you, and now we're sending you home where you can.
That mindset is wild because it turns a whole country into some weird ownership fantasy. And once people start thinking like that, rights become conditional. Freedom for me, force for them. But power doesn't stay in one box. If you normalize abuse on people you dislike, that tool sticks around. Deep down, that's the issue. Not policy preference, but whether you actually believe rights belong to everybody or only to the people you recognize as fully human. That answer tells you everything.
Came from. It should be a celebration.
A lot of these people are being sent to El Salvador, even if they're not from El Salvador.
To me, I don't care where they get sent to. They don't belong here.
Do you like that he's kind of trying to influence universities and what's taught in universities?
Yes. Yes.
Are you behind that as well?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The pressure he's putting on Harvard to kind of change the way they're doing things?
Yes.
Did it seem strange a little bit that he started Trump University and then had to pay $25 million because it was deemed a fraud, but he wants to tell other universities how to teach?
I'm like a huge Trump supporter, so I don't have an issue with that.
He pleaded to the people, make America great again. We're tearing America apart right now.
Fishermen here in Cortez, Florida are pissed off with the president who many of them voted for, and they're angry because of skyrocketing diesel prices.
I'm really scratching my head because I voted Republican, and most of us in the fishing industry did, and we're not seeing the positives come out of it.
Now, before the war in Iran, gas coming from this pump in Cortez was going for $3.29 per gallon. Now, gas from this pump is closer to $5 a gallon. And for boats like this one, Linnea, which is about to go out on a 2-week sword fishing trip, it needs 4,600 gallons of diesel. And with prices like these, that's making business unsustainable. All of that on top of the fact that these fishermen are also having to contend with President Trump's erratic tariff policy.
When the tariffs initially went into effect, there was a huge jump in all of our tackle and supplies. And even though the tariff percentages were rolled back a little bit, our suppliers never rolled back their prices.
Now, the manager of this family-run fishing company here in Cortez, Karen Bell, tells me that the tariffs and the diesel prices mean she's going to have to raise...
Here comes the invoice. This is what happens when people cheer aggressive policy without tracing where the cost lands. It lands on fuel, supplies, margins, customers, payroll, whole local industries. A lot of men vote for the feeling of strength, then act stunned when their own business gets squeezed. Practical rule: never judge policy by how hard it sounds. Judge it by who eats the cost, because the economy does not care about macho branding. It responds to pressure, and pressure breaks the little guys first.
The price of fish, and that cost is ultimately going to be incurred by the customers.
I'm going to try to push prices up. I hope consumers realize that, you know, when we push prices forward or up, it's not really something we want to do.
And one fisherman warned me that this could mean the end for the fishing industry here in Cortez.
Oh, this could be the final straw for a lot of people. For a lot of people in this industry, man. I mean, we're already taxed to death. Everything, the cost of everything, tackle, the cost of operation, and then the fuel going up. It could be the nail in the coffin for a lot of people. I mean, and it's sad.
And these fishermen have a clear message to President Trump about who's suffering from this war back home.
The working class people like us that are going to suffer from this. There's no benefit to it for any of us. The war is pointless.
What the hell you mean I'm a bad person for voting for Donald Trump? Are you crazy? I had faith in him that he was gonna do better for the country, but right now I just don't know. Cutting the big beautiful bill, was that a bad thing? I don't know. Is there something revolutionary going on? I don't know. Is being a Trump supporter the smartest play? I really don't know. I used to be so big on being a supporter for Donald Trump. Now I just don't give a shit, to be honest with you. 2025 is getting scary. We don't know what is coming next.
This is Ashley Sinclair, the influencer who turned on MAGA. The 27-year-old college student from Florida was the poster girl for a chronically online Trumpism. But today she is no longer an anti-woke culture warrior. Now you are more likely to see the former ambassador for Turning Point USA posting "Get Ready With Me" videos on TikTok, applying a full face of makeup while calling Donald Trump an orange Oompa Loompa. Her videos promise all the juicy details that Trump's inner circle don't want.
This is the rebrand stage. When the audience mood shifts, the loudest loyalists suddenly find nuance. Healing, distance, all that. And honestly, that should wake people up. A lot of political content creators are not building truth. They're managing a market. When one identity stops paying, they slide into the next one. So for anybody watching, stop borrowing your convictions from people whose rent depends on your outrage. Build a worldview that can survive trend cycles. Because if your beliefs came from content strategy, they were never really yours.
You to know. But Sinclair isn't the only Trump ally who's U-turned. Former Fox News broadcaster Tucker Carlson, who once joined Trump on the presidential campaign trail, has apologized for misleading his audience about him. Conspiracy theorists Candace Owens and Alex Jones were once ardent devotees to the cause. Now they're urging their followers to stop wasting their time on the president. Many MAGA influencers cite Trump's decision to attack Iran as the turning point in their current support of the administration. But pull back the curtain on the right-wing media machine, and Sinclair's example suggests a different story, that pro-Trump content no longer pays or performs as well as it once did. Traffic to right-wing websites like Breitbart and the Daily Wire is way down, and given Trump's public disapproval rating has just hit a record high, as lucrative as it might have been to once support him, nobody with an eye on keeping their followers wants to bet on a losing horse. Not everyone will have a full left-wing rebrand like Sinclair, but there will be plenty looking to unshackle themselves from Trump's unpopularity before it taints them too.